Welcome to the video. Today I want to talk about Peter Hammill, or tonight I want to talk about Peter Hammill. I recently did a video of my top 10 and a kind of an overview of his career as well. And that's just been recently posted. But that's kind of quite a long video. But what it did generate is some ideas of which album, if you were the relative newcomer, you should go to. And rather than give you a list of the top 10, I just thought I selected two, or maybe I am going to select two or three from there, where I'm just going to share a clip of the longer clip here, recommending really good albums that kind of people who are curious, but also people who haven't got the time to watch a 50-minute video and they just want to spend 5 minutes just kind of tuning in to one of their favorite artists. So anyway, I'm going to hand over to myself talking about And Close as This. And Close as This. Now, I had this album in my collection, 1986, I said. I have album in my collection for 86, I can tell you, for 20 years, and I thought it was mediocre and uninteresting. But then I listened to a particular track and it made sense to me for the first time. I'll talk about that in a second. This is a kind of a brave album, but it could have been braver. And what I mean by that, it's mostly a quiet acoustic piano, little bit of electronic keyboards here and there, but not much. It's a sparest of accompaniment, and it's kind of bold. But he's got two tracks on it. One is called Silver, and the other one is called Confidence, which sound just too aggressive for the mood created in this album. And maybe they would be better with a band. Maybe he did play it with a band on some occasions. I don't know. I never see him play. I can't remember if I saw him play those particular tracks. But it kind of makes the album ever so slightly disjointed, but that dominant late night feel that really kind of still gets through. So it's that kind of acoustic album in the main. It really gets through. Too Many of My Yesterdays, Faith, and Beside the One You Love are all favourites. I mean, intelligent lyrics that lay out, real life experience in relationships, where he's maybe lamenting on a relationship that has been around for a long time but it's going nowhere, or maybe to the exit door, or even Beside the One You Love, which is kind of the opposite, where he's kind of acknowledging that he is absolutely with his soulmate, and the pleasure of sleeping next to somebody who you are so incredibly close to. Very powerful, very powerful indeed. But the last track, Sleep Now, is the one that kind of is the most moving, misty-eyed. It describes a father looking into the cot of his young baby daughter or daughters, whispering sleep now, and as he quietly sings about his hopes and expectations for their life to come. It's really beautiful as a declaration of love for his daughters. It's just incredible. And so the whole album may be short and sparse sounding, especially if you were to program it so you didn't hear Silver and Confidence, but it's very moving as an album, and it's all about that last track. So 20 years having this album, having daughters of my own, completely made sense to me. Finally, fantastic album. Anyway, I hope that was interesting, and I hope it inspires you to dig out that particular album. As I've indicated, I think it's an absolutely fantastic album, and very touching, very tender, and in places very stark, but kind of very real. But yeah, Peter Hammill, fantastic artist. he's one of these really tough artists to get into, you know, with well over 30, close to 40 odd albums, probably 40 odd albums, especially when you include the compilations and the live albums. Add in his Van der Graaf Generate albums, and there's a lifetime of musical discovery there. But anyway, for the purposes of right now, and Closest, this is the one to pick up first. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.